Welcome back to the Exponential English Podcast. Today, we are going to practice a very common English question. That question is, tell me about yourself. Many English learners feel nervous when they hear this question. Maybe you do too. Maybe your mind goes blank. Maybe you do not know where to start. Maybe you worry that your English is not good enough. But do not worry. This question is not a test. It is not a trick. Usually, it is just an invitation. It is a friendly way to start a conversation. It is a way to learn about another person. It is a way to connect. And the good news is this: you do not need a perfect answer. You do not need long, difficult sentences. You do not need to say everything about your life. You only need a few simple ideas. In this lesson, I will show you how to answer this question in a clear, easy, and confident way. We will break the answer into small parts. We will talk about your name, where you are from, where you live, your age, your work or studies, your family, your pets, your favorite things, your hobbies, and even things you do not like. You do not need to use every part. You can choose the parts that fit your situation. That is the secret. Keep it simple. Keep it natural. Keep it friendly. Let's begin. When someone says, tell me about yourself, the first and easiest thing to say is your name. You can say, my name is Anna, or I'm David, or hi, I'm Maria. This is simple, clear, and natural. Let's practice a few examples. My name is Emma. I'm Emma. Hi, I'm Emma. Nice to meet you. Very good. After your name, you can say where you are from. This is another easy topic. You can say, I'm from Brazil, or I'm from Vietnam, or I come from Canada. You can also say, I was born in Mexico, but now I live in Spain. That is a little longer, but still simple. Here are a few examples. I'm Emma and I'm from England. I'm from Japan. I come from Thailand. Try to notice something important. These are short sentences. They are not difficult, but they give useful information. Now let's go one step further. You can talk about where you live. For example, you can say, I live in Seoul, or I live in a small town, or right now, I live in Bangkok. This helps people understand your daily life. Here are some simple examples. I'm from Italy, but I live in Australia now. I live in a busy city. I live with my parents. I live alone. I live with my husband and daughter. This part is useful because living situation is often part of daily life. It helps people imagine your world. Now let's talk about age. Some people feel comfortable sharing their age. Some people do not. That is okay. You do not always need to say it. But if you want to, you can say, I'm 22 years old, or I'm in my 20s, or I'm a university student in my early 20s. These are natural ways to talk about age. For example, I'm 19 years old. I'm 31. I'm in my 30s. Again, you do not need to include this part if it feels too personal. Remember, you are choosing what to share. Now let's talk about your job or your studies. This is one of the most common parts of an introduction. You can say, I'm a teacher. I work in a bank. I'm a student. I study biology. I'm studying English right now. If you do not have a job at the moment, that is okay too. You can say, I'm looking for work, or I'm between jobs right now, or I'm a full-time student, or I stay at home with my children. All of these are natural. Here are some full examples. My name is Ahmed. I'm from Egypt, and I'm an engineer. I'm Sophia. I live in Madrid, and I study business. I'm Kevin. I work in IT. I'm Lena, and I'm learning English because I want to travel. That last example is very useful. You do not only have to talk about your job, you can also talk about your current goal. That makes your introduction more personal. Now let's put these first parts together. Listen to this example. Hi, I'm Emma. I'm from England, but I live in South Korea now. I'm a teacher, and I really enjoy meeting new people. That is a very good answer already. It is short, it is clear, it is friendly, and it gives enough information for the other person to continue the conversation. Now let's talk about family. Family is another common topic. You can say, I have a big family, or I have one brother and one sister, or I'm married, or I have two children. You can also say, I live with my family, or my parents live in another city. If family is important to you, this can be a nice part of your answer. Here are some examples. I have one older sister. I'm married, and I have a son. I come from a big family. I live with my parents and my younger brother. You do not need to say a lot. Just one sentence is enough. And if you do not want to talk about family, you can skip it. That is also okay. Next, let's talk about pets. This may sound small, but pets are a great conversation topic. Many people enjoy talking about animals. You can say, I have a dog, or I have two cats, or I do not have any pets, but I love animals. These are simple and warm sentences. Here are a few examples. I have a little dog named Coco. I have a cat, and she is very lazy. I don't have any pets right now. I love dogs, but I don't have one. Talking about pets can make you sound friendly and relaxed. Now let's move to favorite things. This is a fun part. When people ask about you, they often want to know your personality too. One easy way to show personality is to talk about what you like. For example, your favorite food. You can say, my favorite food is pizza, or I really like sushi, or I love spicy food. Food is a great topic because many people can respond to it. They may say, me too, or really, I love that, or what kind of food do you usually eat? Now let's look at favorite color. This is simple, but it works well, especially in beginner conversations. You can say, my favorite color is blue, or I really like green. This may sound basic, but basic English is useful English. Now, hobbies. This is one of the best things to talk about. Hobbies tell people what you enjoy doing in your free time. You can say, I like reading. I enjoy cooking. I love watching movies. I play football. I like going for walks. I enjoy listening to music. These are all very natural. Let's hear a longer example. I'm Emma, I'm from England, and I live in Seoul. I'm an English teacher. In my free time, I enjoy reading, trying new food, and going for walks. That sounds friendly and complete. Now let's talk about dislikes. This is interesting because many learners only talk about what they like. But saying one thing you do not like can also show personality. For example, you can say, I don't like cold weather, or I don't really like horror movies, or I'm not a big fan of coffee. This kind of sentence sounds natural. It makes you sound more real. Of course, be polite. Keep it light. This is not the time to complain too much. Just one small dislike is enough. For example, I love summer, but I don't like winter very much. I enjoy most food, but I don't really like very spicy dishes. I like staying active, but I don't like waking up early. These are friendly ways to share more about yourself. Now I want to show you something very important. You do not need to talk about every category. You do not need to say your name, country, city, age, job, family, pets, favorite color, favorite food, hobbies, and dislikes every single time. That would be too much. Instead, choose what fits the situation. For example, imagine you are in an English class. A teacher says, "Tell me about yourself." In that situation, a good answer might focus on your name, where you are from, what you do, and why you are learning English. For example, "Hi, I'm Miguel. I'm from Mexico, and I'm a university student. I'm learning English because I want to travel and speak with more people." That is perfect for a classroom. Now imagine you are at a party. Someone smiles and says, "Tell me about yourself." In that situation, you may want to sound more relaxed and personal. You can talk about your hobbies or favorite things. For example, "Hi, I'm Sarah. I work in marketing and I really enjoy music, coffee, and traveling. I also have a small dog." That sounds friendly and social. Now imagine you are in a job interview. The question is still, "Tell me about yourself." But now you should focus more on work, experience, and goals. For example, "My name is Daniel. I have been working in customer service for 3 years, and I really enjoy helping people solve problems. I'm also interested in improving my communication skills." Same question, different situation, different answer. So always remember this. Choose the details that fit the moment. Now let's build a very easy formula you can use. You can think like this. First, say your name. Next, say where you are from or where you live. Then, say what you do. After that, add one or two personal details. That's all. Here is the formula in a natural example. "Hi, I'm Emma. I'm from England, but I live in Korea now. I'm an English teacher, and in my free time, I enjoy reading and trying new cafes." That is a strong answer. Now let me give you more sample answers. Listen carefully and notice how simple they are. "Hi, I'm Julia. I'm from Brazil and I'm a student. I study design and I really like art and photography." "My name is Omar. I live in Dubai and I work in sales. I enjoy football and spending time with my family." "I'm May. I'm from Taiwan and I'm learning English right now. I like cooking, listening to music, and meeting new people." "Hi, I'm Alex. I'm from Canada and I work from home. I have a cat and I love watching movies on weekends." Can you hear the pattern? These answers are not complicated, but they sound natural. They sound confident, and they give the other person something to talk about. That is the real goal. The real goal is not to give a perfect speech. The real goal is to start a conversation. Now let's talk about confidence. A lot of learners think confidence means speaking fast. That is not true. Confidence means speaking clearly. Confidence means using simple sentences you understand. Confidence means not trying to sound perfect. If you speak slowly and clearly, that is good. If you pause for a second, that is okay. If your answer is short, that is okay too. For example, this is a very short answer. "Hi, I'm Emma. I'm from England and I'm a teacher. I like reading and coffee." That is enough. Really, that is enough. You do not need more than that to begin. Now, I want to help you make your answer sound friendly. Here are a few expressions that can help. "I really enjoy." "I'm interested in." "In my free time, I like." "I'm learning English because." "I love." "I'm a big fan of." These phrases are easy and useful. For example, "In my free time, I like hiking." "I'm interested in photography." "I'm learning English because I want to travel." "I really enjoy meeting new people." These small phrases make your answer sound smooth and natural. Now let's practice building an answer step by step. Step 1. Say your name. Hi, I'm Emma. Step 2. Say where you are from. I'm from England. Step 3. Say what you do. I'm an English teacher. Step 4. Add one personal detail. In my free time, I enjoy reading. Now say it all together. Hi, I'm Emma. I'm from England and I'm an English teacher. In my free time, I enjoy reading. Very nice. Now let's make it a little more personal. Hi, I'm Emma. I'm from England, but I live in Korea now. I'm an English teacher. And in my free time, I enjoy reading, walking, and trying new food. That sounds warm, natural, and confident. Now here is an important tip. Do not memorize one long answer like a robot. Instead, prepare small pieces. Prepare one sentence about your name, one sentence about where you are from, one sentence about your work or studies, one sentence about your hobbies. Then you can mix them naturally depending on the situation. This makes speaking easier. It also makes you sound more real. Now let me give you 3 simple model answers. Here is model answer 1 for a beginner. Hi, I'm Emma. I'm from England. I'm a teacher and I like reading. Very simple. Here is model answer 2, a little longer. Hi, I'm Emma. I'm from England, but I live abroad now. I'm an English teacher, and I really enjoy reading, coffee, and long walks. And here is model answer 3, more personal. Hi, I'm Emma. I'm from England, and I teach English online. I love meeting people from different countries. In my free time, I enjoy reading, visiting cafes, and learning about other cultures. All 3 answers are good. They are just different styles. Before we finish, I want you to remember 3 important things. Number 1, keep it simple. Simple English is strong English. Number 2, choose details that fit the situation. You do not need to say everything. Number 3, be friendly. This question is usually an invitation, not a test. The other person wants to know you. So take a breath. Smile if you can. Use short, clear sentences. And trust yourself. You already know enough English to say something meaningful. Now, here is one final example you can use for practice. Hi, I'm Emma. I'm from England and I'm an English teacher. I love helping people learn English. In my free time, I enjoy reading, trying new food, and going for walks. I'm a friendly person and I like meeting people from different places. That is a great answer. Now it is your turn. Try making your own answer. Start small. Say your name. Say where you are from. Say what you do. Add 1 or 2 things you like. That is enough. Practice it a few times. And every time you practice, it will feel easier. Thank you for listening. Keep practicing. Keep speaking. And I will see you in the next lesson.